The first big economic report on the economy in Donald Trump's 100 days, and it is slow, only 0.7% economic growth in the first quarter. This continues that slow growth narrative that really the president won the election on, that we should be doing better with tax cuts, maybe some infrastructure. The president thinks that he can boost those growth numbers. But where the president looks at numbers as a barometer of how well he's doing, the stock market. You hear him talking about the Trump bump and the Trump rally as basically a sign of approval about what the president wants to do. What has happened in the S&P 500 in these first 100 days? A 5.2% gain. Why is that important? Well, this reflects the conditions for 500 companies, the 500 biggest companies in the S&P 500. It is a broad measure of stock market health. Here is how the president's stock market performance stacks up with his predecessors. You can see Barack Obama in his first 100 days, the stock market cratered, really collapsed, so did the economy, and then roared back and began roaring back. George W. Bush in his first 100 days, a big stock market loss. Here's Bill Clinton. You recall that went on to be a big stock market boom, an economic boom, a jobs boom in the months and years to follow. Here's George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush, a one-term president, and Ronald Reagan. What's so fascinating about these numbers is that President Trump has really seen optimism for corporate America. A guy who won by championing the little guy is making big business rich, making the investor class rich. Here's the election, beginning of the presidency. Here's his speech to Congress. Healthcare fails, as you can see there. Now some worries about tax reform and will it get done? That's the Trump bump, but let's put it on top of the more recent trend, the longer-term trend. This is the cake, and that's the icing on it from Donald Trump. It has been a very big stock market rally. In fact, the second longest of all time at 250%. You can see if it were to match the three presidents who presided over the longest stock market rally, it'd have to double from here.